morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Mark Butler 7027. Mark was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins his shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a review of a neat new drone for you today. This is actually very neat. I like it. This is the ZD012 GPS drone. It's the world's cheapest GPS drone currently. I haven't found any other GPS drone that comes close to this. Brushless motor GPS drone on top of that. Okay, but it's perfect for beginner flyers who just want to, see if they liked to fly a drone, folks. At this price range, you can't go wrong. Yeah, you can go wrong. I'll take that back. There are some exceptions I've seen in the past, but in this one, I kind of like it. But at that price range, we have to expect that there are going to be some flaws in this, and there are. I'll go over them as we do the review here. First off, one of the biggest flaws of it is that it has a Chinese instruction manual. It's not English. Okay, to figure out how to fly this, I had to use Google Translate with the camera option to translate that into English for me. You can do that too, but Rick, just follow along with my review. I'll help you get into the air with this review. Okay, now obviously you can see right away that this is a folding drone for portability, and it does come with a nice carrying case to improve that portability for the drone and its accessories. Additionally, it weighs only 155 grams with the battery installed. What does that mean? That means that this drone does not require registration in most countries, folks. You don't need to go get that registration. You do need to get a trust certificate in the U.S., but no registration on this. Additionally, no remote ID is required with this particular drone because it's so lightweight. Now, it does have brushless motors for motor durability. You don't have to worry about these motors burning out, hopefully, through the lifetime of the drone. Additionally, it's powered by a 3.7 volt, 1000 milliampere hour battery. This battery is supposed to give it up, I think they said 15 minutes. I was getting about 9 minutes when I flew this out in the field, folks, so expect about 9 minutes with this. Now, this comes bundled, there is a bundle option of an additional battery. I highly recommend that you get that additional battery bundle because it only costs $3 more, and you are going to want to continue flying this. At least I did when I took it out to the field, folks. And for Banggood, if you're listening, I recommend also including possibly a 3-battery bundle because this is probably going to be a popular drone, and people are going to be looking for additional batteries for this drone when it gets out there into the public. Okay, now it does have an optical flow sensor on the belly. Now, I was not able to get this optical flow sensor to work, okay, indoors or outdoors. It would drift when I'd put it into optical flow mode. So keep that in mind, folks. If you're looking to fly this indoors, this drone might not be the best drone for you. Additionally, the GPS will not work indoors, so if you're counting on this to fly indoors with a GPS system, that's not going to work either. You need to go outdoors to fly this in the GPS mode. And let's talk about that GPS. That GPS gives you the capability to automatically hover this drone without input from the controller. It will just stay in place wherever it's at in the sky and hover until you tell it to move with the right stick here. Also with that GPS ability, it does have auto return to home and landing on loss of signal, on loss of control from the controller, or on low voltage. This thing will come back and automatically land itself, and it does it very well. I was surprised, okay, especially at this price range. Again, I got to say it. But there are, since this is a low-cost drone, there is the problem that this does not have advanced flight modes. So if you're looking for a drone with follow me, circle me, and waypoints capability, this does not have it, okay? With the GPS, it only has auto hover capability and automatic return to home and landing capability. And again, that's all you need if you're a beginner pilot, right? In the beginning. Okay, you want those more advanced features, you got to pay more for it. So, for a better drone than this particular drone. Now let's talk about the camera mount on it. It does have a camera mount with a remote up and down swivel on this. You can control the view of this drone. You can point it straight down or straight forward or somewhere in between using the controller buttons right here and here, actually, exactly, that moves that camera up and down. Now, talking more about the camera, it's only a 480p sensor on this camera. It is a very poor camera. I'll have to say that right now. Expect that. You know, at this price, under $40, which it currently is, I hope it stays at that, under $40 price range, do not expect to be getting a GPS drone with brushless motors that has a cinematograph or cinematic camera on it, okay? This is an old camera from probably the old cell phones from about 15 years ago. That's what's inside there, folks. There's no automatic gain control on that camera, too. So on a bright sunny day, it's going to look washed out. Looks pretty good at sun, near sunset, at twilight, or on a cloudy day, it looks okay. But on a bright sunny day like today was, I just took this flying, it's going to look a bit washed out. I have to say that right now. Other things about it, it records that video to your phone using the KYFPV app available on Play and on the App Store. And it uses common 2.4 gigahertz to send that video to your phone via Wi-Fi, via 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. What does that mean? That means just about all phones will work with this, okay? This doesn't require 802.11 AC 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi like some other drones do. No, this one will work with nearly all phones. But there's an exception that comes with that. Since it's using 2.4 gigahertz, so does the controller. Okay, the controller is also at 2.4 gigahertz, and they tend to interfere with each other, which means don't expect to be able to fly this out 100 meters, 1,000 meters, a mile away. This will only go out to about 40 meters or so, and then you're going to get frozen video on your phone. Okay. Again, this is a beginner's learn to fly drone. You are not supposed to be flying out further than 40 meters with a beginner's learn to fly, if you're a beginner especially. Okay, keep that in mind. You're this short-range drone for beginner pilots to learn to fly. Okay, other things about the KYFPV app. There's no telemetry information available on that app, such as range or height or battery power. But again, you're not going to be able to fly more than 40 meters away with this drone before you're going to lose control of this, and this is going to hover in the sky or come back to you automatically. Or if you're on low battery, it's going to come back to you automatically. So you really don't need it with this particular drone. Again, there's no advanced flight modes. There's no circle me, no follow me, no waypoints available with this particular drone. And additionally, on startup, the camera view may be inverted. Okay, that's not a big issue. Okay, go into the app, and in the upper right corner of the app, there'll be a little menu button. Go in there and then select REV button. That means reverse. It'll flip the screen upside down into normal mode so that you'd be able to view it. I noticed this drone came out about 2 months ago in Vietnam, and a lot of their videos, they were complaining about the inverted screen. All you need to do is, adjust that screen and flip it. Okay, that option is available in the app, is what I'm saying, folks. So that's not a big deal. Other things about it, the controller. Let's talk about the controller right now. That's enough about the app. The controller buttons on this particular drone. Well, first of all, we have a phone holder, your phone. It is powered by 3 AAA batteries, or AA batteries, I'm sorry. I said AAA, it's AA. Let's go over the buttons on it. This is your throttle. This is your yaw to move it right or left. This is your pitch. Pitch makes the drone go forward or backward or left or right. These buttons here raises and lowers the camera angle, as I mentioned. This is your automatic return to home and landing capability. To activate it automatically, press and hold it for about 2 seconds, and the drone will fly back. Buttons up here, this is for your photos and videos. A long press starts the video camera, and a short press activates the photo camera. And always remember to stop that video recording if you do start a video by pressing it once again, and that will stop the video recording. If you press on the left side of this button, that activates your rates. You go from beginner to intermediate and expert. And what that does simply, folks, is adjusts the angle of pitch on the drone, and that increases or decreases the speed. Other buttons on this, it does have flip capability, and that only works when you're in optical flow mode with the GPS turned off. To activate flip capability, you press this button here, and it will do a right or left flip. It does not do forward or back flips, unfortunately. Other buttons, this is your on-off switch right here. And then this this is your on-off switch right there. But what this button is your unlock button. That arms the motors and makes the drone's motors start. And then for an automatic takeoff, you press the button once again and it will take off. It does not have auto landing capability, unfortunately, because I tried it. And if you press this button and hold it down for 2 seconds, that shuts off the motors and the drone will drop from the sky. Do not do that. You can turn the GPS on or off by pressing this button here. And additionally, you activate the compass calibration by pressing this button here. And I'm going to demonstrate that here because this is important. It was not mentioned well, again, it's in Chinese. You need to do that before you fly this, and I'm going to go over the calibration methods here shortly. And again, this is the on-off switch. Okay, real quick, I want to go over how to calibrate this drone. First off, let's turn it on, like so, by holding that, or actually put a battery in all the way, and then turn it on, like so, by holding the button on. And we notice it flashes, the lights flash slowly. Turn on the controller, and they flash rapidly, and then they start blinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's looking for satellites right now. Okay, first off, before takeoff, we should, if you have a flat level surface, put it on a flat level surface, and we calibrate the gyroscopes on the drone by bringing both sticks down and out like that. Do it again, down and out like that, and you'll notice rapid flashing. Next, to do the compass calibration, you press that button there, and then raise the drone about 3 meters off the ground, and then rotate it horizontally about 3 turns until you hear a beep. Notice it rapidly flashing those lights. Okay, and then a slow flash like that, and you do a vertical rotate like so. Until you hear a beep again. Okay, and that completes the compass calibration. Now it's looking for satellites, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That will turn solid once you have sufficient satellites to take off, and you'll hear more beeps. That is how you do the compass calibration. I recommend doing the compass calibration. You don't need to do the, I'm sorry, why that going in and out of focus like that. You need to do that compass calibration every time you change a battery. Okay, I strongly recommend you do that. Otherwise, you might get toilet bowl effect. If you ever see the drone going around in circles like it's going down a toilet, land immediately and do that compass calibration. Okay, let's go over what you get in the box before we start or stop here and go out into the field. Turning off the controller. What you get in the box is the controller. You get the drone. You get 1 or 2 batteries, depending on what bundle you picked. You get this Chinese instruction manual. Again, you can use Google Translate's camera option to translate that, but again, I'll help you get it. Just watch my video when we go out in the field, and I'll get you in the air. You get the instruction for the app, which is also not very good. You get the drone, a spare battery, 1 or 2 spare batteries. You get the controller, and you get a little packet with a spare set of propellers, a charging cable for the battery, and a tiny screwdriver to change the propellers on the drone if you need to do that. So that's what you get with the ZD012. Neat little GPS drone. Again, I like this drone for beginner pilots. Let's take it out in the field and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy this flight. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. Welcome to beautiful Pleasant Ridge Park for the test flight of the ZD012. Okay, to get this started, we need to first turn on the drone by holding and pressing down its on-off switch, and then putting it on a flat level surface. Then we turn on the controller by pressing its on-off switch like so, and that will automatically connect to the drone. Now, for the optical flow system, it's good to calibrate the gyroscopes before you take off. And to do that, you bring both sticks down and out like so until you hear that beep. Now, the next thing we want to do is calibrate the compass. And to do that, we need to press this compass calibration button like so. And that'll make the lights start to flash rapidly. Let's confirm that first. Okay, got rapid flashing. Now we need to turn about 3 or 4 times. Doesn't matter clockwise or counterclockwise. I like to go clockwise until we hear a beep. Okay, heard that beep. Then you go vertically with the nose down and do the same until we hear another beep. Okay, that's compass calibration is complete. Now you need to do this each and every time you change the battery, folks. You should do that with this $36 quadcopter, just letting you know. Okay, the next thing we need to do is connect the Wi-Fi of that drone to the Wi-Fi, or to my phone. And to do that, we go into the app, and I got the app opened up already. Wait a minute, I gotta take my glasses off so I can see it in the sunlight here. But there's a button in the upper left corner, press that,
and that opens your Wi-Fi settings. And we go into the Wi-Fi settings and we look for Flow Wi-Fi and click on it. Now it says no internet, that's true, but we got to wait about 5-10 seconds. We're going to get an alert from our phone telling us that there's no internet. Do you want to stay connected? We are going to say yes. Come on, phone. Did I connect? Yep, there it is. Got to say yes, folks. Click on that. And then we can go back on this upper left arrow and then hit start. Okay, and we see we got the signal. And you heard that beep? That beep tells us we now have connection or GPS connection with the satellites. Now I'm looking right now and I'm seeing a very washed out signal. So there is no automatic gain correction on this. Okay, looking around, I'm just moving the drone around, folks. So in a bright sunny day like today, might not be a good time to fly this drone because you're going to get that type of signal. Let me see if I could adjust that in any of the things here, like MV. Do we have an option to darken it? Let's see if there's other options here. Going to that. That doesn't seem to help it. Sepia. Okay, we're going to stick with what it is in auto, keeping it automatic, and backing out of this like so. And we are actually ready to take off, folks. So what I'm going to do is unlock the drone by pressing the unlock button, and then pressing it again to automatic takeoff. And we're going to check the drone stability. Looks stable to me. So that's the GPS on this. Let me get in a picture, and let me go a bit higher too. And we're going to lower the gimbal. Let me get into the picture and say, hey, I like my tie-dye today, folks. Okay, you know, again, this drone, the camera on it is not cinematic. It doesn't have automatic gain control, so on a sunny day like today, you're going to get a picture like this. But on cloudy days, this works real well. I tried this out in my yard, and near twilight, that camera works very well. But raising it up, the gimbal up a bit. Let's go up a bit higher and see how it works. To that altitude. Now I'm not going to go too high again because we got that 2.4 gigahertz connection. But let's go forward a bit. See if I can go over to where my wife is. Oh, also, while we're in the air, let me hit record. Took a photo. Starting video camera recording. But there's my wife and dog over there. Let's see if I can go over and see them. Dang. Pretty good reception for that range here. We're about 20 meters out, 30 meters out. Going out a little bit further. I'm actually surprised how good the connection is. Okay, let's lower the gimbal a bit more. Wife and dog over there. Going a little bit closer. And from right there, about 40 meters out, let's try that return to home. I'm raising the gimbal back up again and pressing the return to home button. Okay, didn't do it. Holding it. Okay, you got to hold it down, folks. 2 seconds. Okay, it looks like it's climbing. Most of them do. They need to go to about 30 meters or so. And it's turning. And it seems to be heading back. Let's see how close it is to its landing pad. Coming overhead. There it is up there. You know, I'm actually surprised. So far, so good. You know, I was expecting that camera not to be too good, but everything else on this drone seems to be reasonably well done. Let's see it come down from up there. Let's see it do its return. Returning home. How close is it to that pad? Let's see if I can stop it too. Actually, let's let it land. I am going to let it land in the grass. See how close we are. Dang, not too bad for a $36 drone. I hope it stays at that price. Because it's actually not bad. I'm surprised. Okay, let's put it back on the pad. and try automatic takeoff again. Because what I need to do, which I didn't do, was synchronize the cameras. So let me get in the picture one more time and synchronize the cameras. Okay. Now, I'm seeing blinking lights there. I don't know if that means, no, we're in GPS mode. There's two big blinks like that. But so far, this isn't not too bad of a little drone for the price. For $36, excellent drone, like for looking on the roof of your house or whatever, you know, checking your shingles. But darn, not too bad. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is turn off the GPS. The GPS does work. Actually, let's go outbound. I haven't tried its range. Going up a bit higher. We're going to head over that way. Okay. It's pretty dang good for 2.4 gigahertz. I find that hard to believe. Turn it toward me and flying back toward me. Going overhead. Not a bad little drone with a GPS. Let's go over to the pump house. So I'm flying FPV to the pump house. Can you fly FPV? You can fly FPV with this. It's actually responsive enough to let you fly FPV. Heading toward the pump house. Getting closer, getting closer. Plopping it there. There's the pump house. Ha! Neat little drone. Okay, bringing it back. So far, so good. I haven't tried, okay, I lost signal there. There we've, you know, range seems to be, video range seems to be about 60 meters. Let's see if I can regain it. Do I have control? No, I don't have control of it either, so I'm walking toward it. So about 40 meters, you want to keep it close, folks. Okay, I got signal again. Can I turn it? Yeah, it's, okay, I got control. So you got to walk toward it when you lose signal, but it regains signal. And there I am. That shows you how far I was. Okay, I lost signal again, but I got control. Coming toward me. And there. So about, when it loses signal, control, you lose both control and video signal. So keep that in mind. You don't want to fly too far away. And if you do, you need to walk toward it to regain the signal, regain control. Okay, so syncing up one more time. Not a bad little drone for the price. I like it. Okay, really cool. Whoever came up with this. You know, the only problems with it, the big problem with it, no directions. Just follow my lead, showing you how to work it. Let's turn off the GPS by pressing the GPS off button. Okay, and now let's see how that optical flow system is working. It's not. Excuse me, it's drifting with the optical flow off, or in manual mode. Let's go to higher rate. The reason I want to go to higher rate here, let's come closer. I haven't tried the flip button. The battery's probably too low to do a flip, but let's try it anyways. Flip. No, it can do a flip still. So we still have battery power to do a flip. Let's do that one more time. Again, this only works in optical flow mode, folks. Forward flip. Okay, left, right flip only. So flips, nah, it works. How about higher rate? Excuse me. Higher rate. Highest rate. Let's see its maneuverability. Not a bad little drone. I like it. Okay, and I think I heard a chirp. Yep, that means we're getting low in battery power. Let's go back to GPS. Excuse me. Okay, on low battery power, that's what it does. It's going back home. Goes back home on low battery. Into the sun, of course. Okay, it's over the pad. So we're getting its flight time right now. Little bird's attacking it. It's going to come down from up there. On low battery return to home, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's descending. Excuse me, folks. Can I rotate it while it's descending? Coming down. You can rotate it. Makes a real slow descent on low battery. Not bad. Not bad at all. And let's stop the video recording. I think I stopped it. Yep. So, my thoughts. First off, let me turn off the drone. Like so. And turn off the controller to stop that beeping. Like so. My thoughts. Yeah, this is not bad for the price, folks. Okay, if you're been interested in getting a GPS drone, but been turned off by the price, excuse me, been turned off by the price, this one's a good one to try out, okay? At that price, you're not going to find another one any cheaper than this. The camera, yeah, you know, it's what to expect for a drone in this price range, but a GPS flying with brushless motors, not too bad. I like it. So, hope you liked it too. It's Quadcopter 101, signing out.
Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.